Hello everybody and welcome to Homestead for a Living. Gabby and I are here making our very first CSA drop-off run. We'll see if I can show those to you. We've got them tucked in between the guitars because I have a show afterwards, but we're running 2 baskets over to our two brand new clients. And I made a video a couple of days ago where we did the farm stand. We tried that out. We made, in the video I said $65, but it was actually $85 for our first day there at the farm stand. But we still had a lot of leftover produce. And so we put it out on, Gabby put it out on Facebook. She's the marketing expert. And we had, was it 4 people respond?
Yeah, we had four people respond, so 4 new customers total. And yeah, we just, we had leftover produce and just thought, you know, instead of letting this go to waste or using it just for our own purposes, we were like, well, why not just offer a one-time CSA and kind of just get the hang of it and not be afraid to, you know, just jump into it and offer just a one-time CSA. And it was really successful. I think within 30 minutes maybe, yeah, they were all sold, so.
Yeah, and so hopefully that's also encouraging to people when they reach the point of their production where they want to try to start selling stuff. A CSA you think of as something you have to be committed to, but what we found is it's not. We're just trying it out, rolling the dice, and just saying, like, you know, this is a one-time one. We said it was like a discounted price and everything. But so far, the folks we've met, I think, are going to turn into long-term customers. And what this also gives us is now the confidence to go ahead and spend maybe another 10 hours per week planting. If we know that we can actually sell stuff and trade our vegetables for fiat currency, we can dedicate more times away from things we don't like doing and more time towards that, ideally. So just want to really encourage everybody, as you figure out how you're going to be farming and homesteading and generating revenue and all of that, don't be afraid to just try things like this. You know, the farm stand, we didn't really necessarily like having to sit there by the roadside, and it looks like the CSA is a much more efficient model for us. But it's really good to just try everything a little bit, and that kind of applies to whatever you're doing, whether it's like trying different kinds of vegetables or different kinds of perennials. And I really think diversity is good, and figuring out what your niches are just means just being very broad in what you're attempting and not being worried about crashing and burning, because really we knew we had at least enough vegetables to pull this off, and so we might not next week, but we have at least one week we've got our farm established in people's names, and we've started building that customer base. We've started taking email addresses from folks who visited the stand, so we can let them know when we have products available. So this is the very informal way that we're building our farm, but I think this is really the right way to do it, instead of just committing and pouring all of our money and time and energy into one thing, and then finding out that we absolutely hate growing bok choy or whatever we choose to grow. You know, just being diverse and trying things, and then when we figure out,
or that people aren't going to buy it.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
That, you know, the various reasons that it would not be successful.
Or sometimes you find something just like not
quickly. You know,
yeah, or you might find out some things are just too much work, and they're not profitable for the price you get. So it's like all of those things have to kind of line up, and the way to get them to line up is to try lots of different things. So far the CSA is looking like the model we like as far as market garden type of distribution, and we can, you know, have really control over our market. We're not dependent on anything except our being able to get our car on the road, and by building locally, ideally we're going to mitigate some of those quickly rising fuel costs, and by keeping it hyper local, we can just adapt and roll with those kinds of punches as well. So we'll keep everyone posted on this, as well as our other various adventures of trying to sell vegetables. In the meantime, y'all stay safe, be well, and happy homesteading.